On December 7, 1941, the U.S. Pacific Fleet at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii was hit by a surprise attack by Japanese aircraft. On the Sunday morning of December 7th, U.S. men were relaxing, eating breakfast, writing Christmas cards, and sleeping. Around 8 o'clock a.m., men stared into the sky in disbelief. Japanese aircraft was spotted, and they quickly began the attack. Japan and America were the two countries involved in the attack on Pearl Harbor. During this time, the commanders and leaders involved in the Pearl Harbor attacks were President Franklin Roosevelt, Husband Kimmel, and General Walter Short, who were all part of the U.S. Navy. Torpedo planes glided toward big ships and bombs exploded. Sheets of metal, glass, dirt, and concrete flew in every direction. Smoke erupted from U.S. ships, airfields, and docks. Guns were fired. Before long, Japanese torpedoes sent U.S. battleships to the bottom of the harbor. The attack only lasted 25 minutes, but before long, a second wave of attacks took place. This attack was made up of dive bombers and high-level bombers. By the end of the Pearl Harbor raid, U.S. ships such as the Arizona, Oklahoma, West Virginia, and California all sank. After the attack was over, Americans had lost more than 2,400 in the battle and more than 1,000 were left wounded. The Japanese only lost 29 of the 250 planes that took place in the raid. The Japanese bombing succeeded in putting the U.S. Pacific Fleet out of action and giving the Japanese control of the Central Pacific. Luckily, the attack missed Americans' aircraft, which played an important role in the months ahead. On December 10, 1941, President Franklin D. Roosevelt addressed the Congress of the United States by saying, "The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by the naval and air forces of Japan." After his 6-minute speech, Congress voted to declare war on Japan. 4 days after Pearl Harbor, Germany and Italy, Japan's allies in Europe, declared war on the U.S. For the United States, World War II began with the Pearl Harbor attack, but for many other nations, it began years earlier.